Hello everyone, let's start with the first chapter of your English language, the sentence. Now, what is a sentence? We all know a sentence is a group of words that makes complete sense. A sentence must contain a subject and a verb. We already know the sentences that we use in a daily life. Which makes a complete sense is a sentence. Now these sentences can be assertive, interrogative, imperative, exclamatory, or optative. Let us begin the first kind of sentence. It is an assertive or declarative sentence. Any sentence that states or declares something is known as assertive sentence. For example, there is a huge swimming pool at my school. Now I am confirming something. Therefore, it is an assertive sentence. Now, these assertive sentences are of two kinds, affirmative and negative. Now, affirmative sentences make a positive sentence, like the boy is innocent. However, negative sentences makes a negative comment. For example, the boy is not innocent. Now the second kind of sentence is the interrogative sentence. A sentence that asks a question or makes an inquiry is called an interrogative sentence. It always ends with a question mark. For example, how far is the airport from the railway station? Or, do you like an ice cream? Have you ever visited a museum? So all these sentences where you inquire something is known as an interrogative sentence. Let's move to the third kind of sentence, imperative. Now imperative means urgent, something that is necessary or essential. Now these sentences are sentences through which an order is given or a request is made. For example, do not eat fried items. May I borrow your notebook for a day? Open the windows. Shut the door. So all these sentences, they are known as imperative sentences. Fourth kind of sentence is an exclamatory sentence. These sentences express a strong or a sudden feeling of joy, sorrow, wonder, or regret. Now these sentences could be like, how cold it is today. What a charming scene. How foolish of me to say this. Hooray, India won the match. So all these sentences where you can see a strong or a sudden feeling, these are your exclamatory sentences. One thing that you have to keep in mind is the exclamatory mark. The last kind of sentence is the optative sentences. Now these sentences are again those sentences which expresses some wish or a prayer. For example, may you live long. Would that I were a king. May God bless us all. May you get well soon. So all these prayers or wishes are optative sentences. Now let us move to the sentence structure. There are three types of sentences: simple sentence, compound sentence, and complex sentence. Let us start with the simple sentence. What is a simple sentence? A sentence which has one subject and one predicate is known as a simple sentence. Now see, there's a definition given here as well. A simple sentence is a sentence which consists of one independent clause with no dependent clause. Means it has to be one simple sentence, one independent clause. They've given some examples here. I come. Now I is a subject, come is a verb. So it is a simple sentence. See the next one, the boy cried. Now the boy is subject, cried is your verb. Canada is a rich country. The girl ran into her bedroom. Some students like to study in the morning. Now all these sentences are the examples of a simple sentence. Now let's move to the second type of sentence, that is the compound sentences. Now these compound sentences are those sentences where you can see two independent clauses joined together by a conjunction. So we use conjunctions like and, for, nor, but, because, or, so. All these conjunctions are used in a compound sentences to join two independent sentences. For example, it says, Alice finished her homework, so she went out to play. Now we can see two sentences here. Number one, Alice finished her homework, full stop. The second sentence is, she went out to play. What we have done is we have used a conjunction so to join the sentence, and therefore it becomes a compound sentence. See the second one. Jerry ate his dinner and he went to bed. Now again we have two independent sentences. Jerry ate his dinner, he went to bed, and we have used a conjunction and to join these sentences. Same way, see the last one. Jip was hungry, yet he left food in his bowl. Now it's again like that. A compound sentence joined with the help of a conjunction yet. Now see the last type of sentence. It is a complex sentence. Now these complex sentences, they contain a main clause and a subordinate clause. That means one part of the sentence has to be complete and the second part of the sentence depends upon the first part of the sentence. Like, try not to talk while you are eating. Now you can see try not to talk is an independent clause. It is an independent sentence. While you are eating is the subordinate clause. It needs support of the main clause. Now see the second one. I went ahead with the plan. Full stop. Now it is your simple sentence. However, we have a subordinate clause that is dependent on this simple sentence. Like, despite my misgivings. See the third one. He was scolded because of his conduct. Now, maybe we have used because here, but it is not a conjunction in this case. It is the part of a subordinate clause. He was scolded is an independent clause or a simple sentence. However, the rest of the part, because of his conduct, is a subordinate clause that cannot stand on its own. It needs the support of the main clause.